All right, so just when we thought we knew what to expect from Jordan Brand here in 2025, it looks like we got some more surprises as two more pairs have just leaked. Both of these pairs are scheduled to drop coming up this holiday. Plus, on top of everything, we just had a major Travis Scott release go down. You're watching John Alexander TV. Let's jump right into it. So mark your calendar, coming up this holiday season, we got the Ma Manire Air Jordan 6 on the way. Now, before we get into everything, of course, this one's very interesting for several different reasons, but it is noteworthy to mention that this is actually just a visual, just a mock-up photo, not what the actual sneaker will look like. We're a little ways out from this drop, so just wait till reserve judgment until we actually see what they look like. But as far as Ma Manire collaborations, the reason I mentioned this one is interesting because we haven't actually seen them team up with Jordan Brand on the 6 just yet. Plus, it kind of feels like the buzz has kind of fizzled out, if you could even say that, as far as these collaborations. But as we take a look back at their Jordan Brand releases throughout the years, I would have to say that the pairs that they have dropped have definitely been quality. I would say that the While You Were Sleeping collection, which dropped last year, which expand through Nike, Jordan Brand, as well as Converse, may have been a little bit too ambitious. It may have been just a little bit too many pairs in a short amount of time. But as we take a look back at the Jordan releases throughout the years, I would say they definitely have put out some quality pairs. I mean, I'm a fan of the Jordan 3 that they put out right here, especially the very first Jordan 3. That's the one that kind of started off the big buzz for them. On top of that, I'm a fan of these black 5s that they dropped. So some quality releases throughout the years, definitely. I didn't even know that they dropped a pair of Jordan 2s. That just shows you how asleep I am. But as far as the pairs, people that have purchased these have, talked about the quality, the attention to detail. So a lot of great things to say about these releases, but just as far as like the hype factor, it really feels like the buzz isn't really there since that original first drop. But it doesn't really take away anything, as far as the actual sneakers goes, because if you buy these and you like them, that's really what it's all about. So as far as this collaboration, it will be interesting to see, what they bring to the table as far as the 6. It seems like so far, a lot of their releases will either feature that like maroon color or that diffused blue, which we see coming up featured here on the upcoming 3, which this one is scheduled to drop coming up in March. So we see James Whitner rocking his pair out at Paris Fashion Week right here, trying to be hip and cool and all that. You guys see that boy right there. But as far as this pair right here, I think this is not a bad looking shoe. The early looks that I've seen people wearing them has kind of turned me off from them. But I mean, what really bad can you say about this pair? Color's not bad. I mean, it doesn't have the cement print, but you got the good Nike Air on the back. So I would say a quality release as far as like people picking these up. And if they're going to be an instant sellout, we'll have to wait on that. Again, this is scheduled to drop in March, and Jordan Brand is not taking their foot off the brakes in February. There's going to be a lot of great pairs dropping from Nike and Jordan Brand, just the entire industry in general for All-Star Weekend, all that good stuff. We got the 85s dropping and everything. So it's like, are people going to be tapped out once March comes around the corner? I know that tax return money is coming soon. So will people have a little bit left over, to pick up these 3s? We'll have to wait on that. But as far as this collaboration, it will be interesting just because outside of this one, I know we got the 3s. There's rumored to be another Ma Manire 5 coming. And then we got the 6 silhouette, which we haven't actually seen them put their touches on. So I'll wait on it to reserve full judgment. Again, remember guys, this is just a mock-up image, just a little visual teaser to give you guys a clue of what these could potentially look like. But we'll have to wait for the finished product to actually reserve final judgment. Now, in other sneaker news, I mentioned we got another leak. It looks like these leaks will not stop here, but this one right here is very cool because we got the Jordan 11 coldest in the game. Now, again, I just want to put the disclaimer, this is just a mock-up image. We have no clue what these will look like, but this actually marks the 4th Jordan 11 that we now have scheduled to drop here in 2025. So if all of these actually do drop, that'll be wild. So we got that Sail women's pair. There was also another cool one. I forgot exactly what they were. It might have been like a rare air pair or something like that. And then we've got the Gammas returning. And then now here we got this pair, which they're calling the coldest in the game, apparently capping off the festivities for the Jordan Brand's 40th anniversary celebration. So while we can't really say too much about these just yet because we don't know what they will look like, but the fact that Jordan Brand is dropping 4 Jordan 11s, if this turns out to be 100% accurate, is absolutely mind-blowing to me. Just as we saw them Legend Blues it feels like the buzz for those like wasn't really what it once was. I know the 11 is iconic, but it's like, really, are they going to sell all of these pairs? My guess is that a lot of these will probably be like special limited releases. We saw what Jordan Brand's doing with the neighborhood release for the Jordan 185 band bread. So maybe they'll pull off something like that, you know, drop the stock numbers, raise the demand up, make this one a little bit exciting for collectors and all that good stuff. So again, another pair that we'll have to wait on, but we got these 11s, we got the Ma Manire 6s. These are all scheduled to drop currently holiday of 2025. So some big Jordan Brand releases. I thought we knew what to expect this year, but it looks like this year is going to be full of surprises. So these are 2 more you can add to the list, and the way things are going, I'm anticipating we're going to be in store for some more surprises. Now, in other sneaker news, we had a big drop from Travis Scott go down today in the Zoomfield Jacks Light Chocolate. A lot of people forget that this is Travis Scott's very first all original Nike silhouette, just due to the fact that this model feels kind of like a mashup of a lot of 90s trainer releases that we saw drop from Nike. But at the end of the day, it is a Travis Scott release. No backwards swoosh, but it is still a Travis Scott drop. So a lot of people are hating on this pair right here, calling these mid, calling them Team Travis Scotts. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's not really a bad shoe right here. I like the promo visuals that they drop right here with the desert background. It really adds a nice element to this shoe, which, you know, it's got the signature Travis Scott brown. I said before, the brown ain't really saving these joints right here, but it's like, really, I don't want to come across as a hater, and I'm happy for everybody that has success on today's drop, which, as far as Travis Scott releases overall, it kind of feels like, you know, these releases are becoming a little bit more obtainable. I know Travis is still the hottest name in sneakers, but if we actually take a look at the resale prices, which I hate to always bring up resale, but just interesting to look at the secondary market, because at one point, like, everything with Travis's name attached to it was selling for like $1,000+. I know people are still going absolutely crazy for the medium olive joints, which rightfully so. That's like the signature Travis Scott color scheme. But as far as these light chocolates, the recently released Travis Scott Jordan 1 low velvet browns, the canaries, the dark mocha Jumpman Jacks, I mean, a lot of these pairs, which, you know, you may not be able to easily obtain them for retail, but as far as the price on the secondary market, we're noticing a trend where these sneakers aren't garnering the high crazy markup prices that they once were. So I feel like that's a great thing for sneakerheads. Anytime, you know, these pairs start to get oversaturated, it's always bound to happen. You know, it kind of loses the coolness factor. People start to say they're played out, they're mid. You guys already know, but at the end of the day, man, it's just all about getting great shoes. So you got to love that right here. Now, when it comes to the Travis Scott hype, don't get things twisted. Just because he dropped a pair of the Zoomfield Jacks, don't act like the hype is dying or anything like that, because, ladies and gentlemen, if they drop a real proper Travis Scott release with the, you know, right color scheme and everything like that, you already know people are going to be right back on the tip pause. So I'm talking about, just for example, let me give you guys a perfect example. Boom. These fragments, when these drop right here, this is actually a triple collaboration. You got Fragment, Travis, and Jordan Brand. And when I tell you guys, when these drop right here, the hype beasts, they're all going to eat their words. They're going to be going absolutely crazy for these right here. They're going to be selling all their Pokemon cards, trying to get these right here, because these are going to shut everything down come this December. So you got the Fragment touch on here, the attention to detail, the quality on these look amazing. They even threw in a little backup pink set of laces for all the Travis Scott fans right here. So these are going crazy. You got the signature backward swoosh, and on top of everything, man, it's just a clean, simple shoe that's wearable for everybody. So for everybody saying the Travis Scott hype is dying down, which I understand, it's cool and all that, you know what I'm saying, but just wait, be patient. When these are around the corner, bruh, everybody's gonna switch up that narrative, most definitely. So you already know these are gonna be a huge holiday release. And as far as Travis Scott and Jordan Brand, it is gonna be interesting to see, you know, like if they have any surprises up their sleeve, because we already know we can expect to see more pairs of the Zoomfield Jacks releasing. I'm sure they're going to be dropping the Jumpman T-Rexes in some new colorways this year as well. But as far as other Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows, if I'm not mistaken, this is the only other confirmed release. And this is like the big hype. This is the moneymaker when it comes to the Jordan Brand Travis Scott release. This is the surefire hit that they know everybody's going to be going crazy for. So it will be interesting to see if we see any other Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows, if we see Nike and Travis Scott team up on any other Jordan retro models, or if they're just sticking to the original models from from here, you know, like the Zoomfield Jacks and the T-Rex. That'll be crazy. But again, congratulations, man, to everybody that was able to grab a pair of these right here, man. Don't let nobody take away the fact that if you like these shoes and you grab them, this was still a major W. So that's all I got for you guys today. I may check in with y'all a little bit later for another update. If not, I'll check in with y'all for the weekend. I'm Jay. Hey, if you enjoyed the update, smash the like button. I'll catch y'all next time. I'm out. Love.